And this is the news out of Las Vegas right now. I want to get you the very latest, get you up to speed here at 9:41 p.m. We now know, according to police here, the dead, but at that point, there were no exact numbers as to the number of wounded and if authorities would end up finding any more. So what I want you to show you here is our sister station has been going live all afternoon and all evening. This is their cameras there with our Fox 5 affiliate. That's a great station. Certainly shockwaves through Las Vegas because that city was still scarred from back in 2017, as you remember. 60 people attacked by a gunman at the Mandalay Bay Casino just a few miles away, right there off the Strip. So at this hour, we know that students will not be in school. They haven't been all afternoon. Needless to say, that campus, after being on lockdown, was pretty much closed. We've been listening to interviews like the one you see here of students out there on campus until police give us the all clear that we can release those names. This is one of those extremely sensitive times for families where they may choose and they may be asking law enforcement to keep their privacy and to keep those names quiet so that the families can mourn and go about their business without, a barrage of phone calls and questions and those knocking on doors wanting interviews at this point. So this afternoon, again, in Las Vegas, and of course the number of tourists here and being the holiday season. So no motive in this attack. At this point, no word from authorities as to why this person pulled the trigger. This is another live picture from our affiliate, our local affiliate there on the ground, and we continue to take live pictures and interviews. You see here on this super there, basically is what we call this like, the words at the bottom of your screen, that there are reunification and resources for families and for those people affected. And you see the phone number there locally, 702-455-AID, AIDE, for anyone needing help, and facesofsouthernnevada.org as well. Authorities have been talking about that for those needing more information. When you're talking about a campus of some 30,000 students, you have a lot of nervous parents from all around the country whose kids may be there. It's a commuter campus, but it is a massively large state school there. Again, 30,000 students here, likely in the throes of final exams, wrapping up their semester in December, and waiting for the very latest details. Hopefully those families will have their privacy observed until they choose to share the names and have those released. But we continue to follow Reporter Sharon Danko on that story of Metro School Board meeting with Metro Council and basically an explanation, a layout of all the funding and why they need the money, where it's being used, what their current needs are to get everybody on the same page as these different entities here talk about these dollars and how to keep our school system funded. So we've got all of that, and of course your weather, a first alert weather day scheduled and slated and announced by our meteorologists for late Saturday night into Sunday. A lot of you folks traveling, so we're going to give you an ability and a way and a map, a road map of how to plan your next several days. A very cold night tonight. So you've got the very latest on our forecast and more when Marius Payton and I join you, and as well as Dan Thomas, the meteorologist Dan Thomas, for WSMV4 at 10 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining us here as you take a live look at downtown Nashville on this very cold night. We'll see you on TV in 13 minutes.